Bear down, Chicago Bears. There is a constant attack on Justin Fields. Everybody's looking for either an excuse or a reason to defend or anything like that. But stepping into the arena for the big defense, DJ Moore, his go-to guy, the go-to receiver, having a great year so far with Justin Fields, says that he is in support of Justin Fields continuing. And look, guys, that creates controversy in the locker room when you have the endorsement of one of your best players. Then if somebody else steps in and the change happens, then you now have a little bit of a controversy on your hand. But not to be outdone, Darnell Mooney is then asked a question, and he does the same thing. Guys, when you have somebody coming into defense of a quarterback who, by the way, is now averaging a 92.3 QBR, then you might be asking yourself, am I making a mistake bringing in somebody else? And the answer to that, I'm going to answer that after the jump, guys. All right, guys. So here's the question right now. DJ Moore endorses Justin Fields as the Bears quarterback, and he says, and I'm quoting here, I get y'all got everybody coming out. Well, it's like two of them. I don't think they're better than Justin. So throwing in his support for Justin Fields. And look, there were plenty of opportunities to score. This was not the ending of a game that everybody wanted to see. But when asked to defend, they defended their guy. Now, the other thing is Darnell Mooney steps up to the plate and says Justin Fields is the quarterback of the future. He's the franchise quarterback. He's been balling. I don't understand why it's any more question. You know, these guys understand good football. These are good athletes. These are good players. These are guys who play with quarterbacks all of the time. They know what a good quarterback is and what he looks like, and they are telling you right now that this is their quarterback, and that creates a lot of controversy in the locker room if he's not. Now, you might be in disagreement. You might be looking at all the flaws that you're seeing on Justin Fields, and I assure you, everybody is looking at those flaws. The problem is, how many of those flaws are manufactured by an offensive coordinator who simply doesn't understand his offense, who simply plays too conservative, who simply tries to game manage a clock versus making the big throws, making the big plays. Look, we've seen and we continue to see more and more and more frequently that Justin Fields is making the throws. He is making the plays. He is dropping it over. Look, if Tanyan doesn't drop that ball, that is a big, gigantic play. I still say probably not a touchdown, but it was a big touchdown opportunity. If Darnell Mooney doesn't drop that Hail Mary, we're talking about a very different feeling about what we think of Justin Fields based off two plays. So, you know, guys, I want you to take it with a grain of salt here when I say, like, I think Justin Fields is the guy. I think he is the guy for this team. And I'm going to point out a stat right here that might shock and surprise you. This is very simple. Justin Fields was pressured on 20 of 45 dropbacks by the Browns. That's tied for the most he's faced in a game in his career. And it's the third time this season he's been pressured 20 plus time, the most such games in the NFL. Justin Fields, even though we've seen some really good increase in the quality of this offensive line, is still being pressured at an alarming rate. And he is still performing at a pretty high level, as we can see right here. Guys, this is Justin Fields' QB rating over the last couple of years, coming in at 92.3 today. And look at what we're looking at right now. 2021, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. 2022, 17 and 11. This year, 12 and 6 up to this point with a 92 QBR. Guys, this is a good quarterback, and it would be a shame to see somebody ruin that with their Caleb Williams is a once-in-a-lifetime. Guys, I'm in support of Justin Fields. I think that is the future of the quarterback position for the Chicago Bears. You might have a reason to disagree with me, and that's fine. We can always have debate. That's the fun of sports. The fun of sports is debating on, you know, is Caleb Williams capable of throwing another 20 yards per game? Maybe. Is he capable of running 150 yards in a single game? No. So, you know, there's a give and take in this, and this is a new ever evolving sort of position. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And let's talk. Let's have a discussion. Like, is Justin Fields the QB1 of the future for the Chicago Bears, or are they going to be moving on? And if they move on, is this going to be a problem? Because, look, the players are professionals, but they also like what they like. And when you give them somebody that they don't like or that they're not in defense of, then, you know, it doesn't happen the right way. And how many more seasons do you want to struggle when you may not have to? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning in to Bear Down.